I thought I'd try something a little different. I thought it would be appropriate to go ahead and feature products that are made in the USA. Products that you may not otherwise think about when you're out shopping for whatever needs that you may have. To receive the Made in the USA stamp, according to the Federal Trade Commission, significant majority of the labor, materials, and the manufacturing process all have to be sourced within the United States of America. Everything right here. If you're going to, say you're a company, have your products made abroad, in pieces, sent here, and built here, you don't receive the Made in the USA stamp. You receive Assemble in the USA, which is different, obviously, than the level of effort and intensity and dedication that it takes to have everything sourced from us right here in America. It's a commitment. And I thought that I would go ahead and share that commitment with you through different products that my family has themselves committed to undertake. It's, in some ways it's kind of hilarious. Our ancestors would probably be shaking their heads at us. Years ago, their lives revolved around things that were made locally or throughout somewhere in the continental or territories of the United States. And today's date, that's not so much. You don't find electronics often made here. You don't find hard goods, the hardline materials, hardline products made here. Heck, even our cars, to a certain degree, maybe the base materials or the base frame may be made here, but something may be made in Canada or somewhere else. We decided to commit to this philosophy system, not necessarily out of not having any affection towards any other countries in the world, but we wanted to support our friends and family, our neighbors, people here in the country that are committed to the country and committed to the cause that we represent. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, it hasn't been easy to commit to that. There are some things that we have had a difficult time meeting that goal. And in that instance, we seek countries that have fair labor laws and have commitments to protect their environment and the environment of the world. So we're not so daft as to narrow our scope to absolutely in the United States. I would never endorse anyone purchasing anything from their country of origin for the sake of buying it from their country of origin. Because, the reality is that, let's be honest, sometimes some things are made poorly. That is not the case with Liberty Tabletop at all. My wife and I were in the market for some new flatware, and we thought, hey, let's do this. We've been trying to do the Made in the USA thing for some time now, as we've been incrementally replacing or just, without hesitation saying, all right, it's time to move on, toaster, or something like that. Let's see what we can find, or teapot or whatever. And we give those older goods to friends and family that need them. But it wasn't easy. You can't just go to any old box store, whether it's you and your spouse or partner, whoever, and find 100% American-made flatware. Some time ago you could. Today, Sherrill Manufacturing in, go figure, Sherrill, New York, they're the last fortress of American-made 100% flatware. So we decided to endorse their company and give them a try. And I wanted to go ahead and share my experiences with you working with the company, and a bit of a mini review with the Flatware in general. We haven't owned these products for very, very long at all. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw that caveat out there. This is an initial impression, and I would be happy to report any problems in the future, should I have any. Time will tell, we'll see. But the reality that we've had is that years ago when I initially started getting higher education, and it seems like, oh man, for the longest time, between my wife and I, we've been in tag team in that for what seems like forever in one form or another. I'm not going to lie to you. We have purchased, like I said, without thinking, just, hey, we need some flatware, let's just grab what we can get and move on from there. And to be perfectly frank with you, those flatware sets often didn't last very long. The flatware set that we purchased before this set lasted 2.5 years, and we put a few $100s into that set. It was abysmal performance in terms of longevity, so it was a bit disappointing. And that set was made in China, so we thought, let's give these guys a try. So from what I can tell you in regards to the company is that Liberty Tabletop is a brand that's owned by Sherrill Manufacturing in Sherrill, New York. And the individuals that own the company, going off my memory, was, I think, Matt Roberts and Greg Owens. And without going into a long history of their company, because realistically they haven't really been around that long, was that these two individuals worked for the old Oneida factory that was in Sherrill that had been there for a very long time, and they ended up losing their jobs along with the few thousand people that worked for that factory as well. They ended up purchasing the plants, getting the company started. So it went from a few thousand employees to about 35 in today's date. And these 35 individuals have the skills to produce the flatware that I'm going to show you today. Now, I realize that there are other videos out on YouTube in regards to Liberty Tabletop. This is not a Me Too video by any means. My channel is not concerned with subscriber base, view count, likes, or dislikes, or anything like that. The reason why I do this, despite the fact that, oh my God, my choice of occupation can dominate my life, and when it's not, I have a very active and happy family life. I want to provide you with information that is going to be, I hope, useful to you, that may push you in a little direction that I ended up finding myself or somebody else helped me out with. So I look at this as a pay it forward, or in my other videos, an educational opportunity for somebody to learn something that they may otherwise not have known. So in regards to Liberty Tabletop's brand themselves, they offer 4 tiers of products. Now, and that's supposed to be for different budgets. Now the reality is say if you go to a Target or wherever and you want to pick up some flatware, you may be able to get a 20-piece Oneida set for anywhere between $20 to $40 or more, depending upon what you're looking at. Well, the reality is that the materials composition of those sets may not be up to snuff of what you can get from these guys. And the reason why I say that is because if you're trying to compare apples to apples, it's not going to be the case. This is going to be an apples to oranges situation, and the reason why that this brand may be the orange versus the apple is because you're getting additional quality for the price that you're paying. Now, For example, you have SMI USA, which is their introductory tier, and there's a variety of different sets you can buy within that one. Prices typically range from $69.95 to about $175.95, so that's obviously expanding on what you get. You start off with a 20-piece set, and you blow up from there. Sherrill Home is the next step up. It's $89.95 to $259.95, and that offers a variety of different sets as well. Sherrill Heritage is the next step up. It's $129.95 to $359.95, and then you have finally the highest tier, Sherrill LUX, which is $179.95 to $1,154.22, and that may be a whoa, but the highest priced set, highest priced multi-piece set is silver plated. So it's silverware rather than being stainless steel flatware. And these prices are based on what I'm seeing now. It's March, I think 21st, 2016. So, depending upon what's going on with things here in the USA, prices may fluctuate or increase over time. So don't necessarily hold me to those prices. Each one of these product tiers is made of the same exact steel alloy. It's stainless steel. It contains 18% chromium, 10% nickel. And what does that mean exactly? And why is that important? Well, realistically, from the sets that we have purchased ourselves, looking back at the boxes on them, yeah, we save that stuff. A lot of sets that you can buy that are cheaper oftentimes contain no nickel in them. And why would that be a big deal? Get rid of something you don't need, right? Well, I'm a former metallurgist and chemist, and I can tell you that the nickel content in your flatware, in the stainless steel alloy, is important. I mean, chromium, obviously, the chrome plating that you'll get adds a force field around your piece, but the nickel is another protective layer. On top of that, it prevents the kind of the rainbowing effect that you'll see on old, say for example, if you own a cheaper piece of flatware, you can wash it all you want, but you're gonna see this like blue-hued rainbow on your metal. Nickel prevents that from happening, as well as offering strength property and corrosion resistance on top of that. So adding nickel to your pieces is going to increase their longevity by leaps and bounds versus cheaper sets. And you're going to have to pay for that. I'm going to say it flat out. Realistically, that's what you're paying for. Besides the workmanship and the 25-year warranty that every single piece that you buy from this company offers, you're paying for the additional durability, longevity, and the peace of mind that comes with that. And it does have its costs. And it is a business, so let's be honest with that. So let's go ahead and kind of dive in. I've already removed everything from the box, so it's because the 65-piece set that we ended up purchasing, it's heavy, and it's a heck of a lot easier to manipulate with the box empty. We ended up opting for the Sherrill LUX tier. We ended up getting the Betsy Ross, the person that created the first American flag. Very appropriate Liberty Tabletop in terms of your naming. All of the, I shouldn't say all, but some of the various different names within the tiers may or may not hearken to that level of patriotism. But I think it's cool. Way to get that in there. But let's go ahead and take a look at, first we'll start with the smaller box with most of the sets. If memory serves me right, you can get steak knives, and the steak knives, depending upon what tier you're purchasing in, will have a varying level of price. I'm not going to lie to you, they are a little spendy. In this particular set, I think they were $69.95 per set of 4. And you see the number 2 written in here because we ordered the set for 12. We ended up getting one set packaged in here. It helps them save a little bit of money, along with the other box, which I'll get into why it's not here. So you see it's America's Flatware Company, 25-year manufacturer's warranty. It says, responsibly American. When you purchase Liberty Tabletop Flatware, you are not only getting excellent quality flatware at a tremendous value, you're also supporting a company that cares about the same things that you care about. Providing jobs, protecting our planet, protecting your health and safety, and being socially responsible. American flag, libertytabletop.com. There's just the barcode. And when you buy the bigger set, you get a different box. Very similar markings as the smaller one. However, you get some information in regards to providing jobs, protecting the planet. Again, it says that at the bottom it says being socially responsible and respecting all people by rejecting products, raw materials, and services provided with child labor or deplorable job conditions for workers. And, you know, as much as I hate to kind of turn the knife in regards to, you know, I mean, hey, I've been there myself, you know, I'm not going to lie. I mean, this is kind of like a new awakening for myself and my family, but in terms of our commitment to supporting companies that don't endorse that, China is a horrendous offender of environmental and labor practices. I mean, people are chained to tables. It's not good, and I'll leave it up to you to learn more about that. It's horrible, and we don't want to be a part of that anymore. So we're happy to help men and women right here in our country that are good folks. So we've already talked about composition and how it compares to the competition to a degree. We're not going to go into anything too in-depth here. I'll leave that up to you to do your own homework on. 25-year warranty, dishwasher safe. So if you want to go ahead and slap it in the dishwasher, boom, no problem, right? How about that? That's awesome. We'll go ahead and move the boxes over yonder. Just so you know, when you receive your pieces, each one will be individually sleeved. It's basically an anti-friction sleeve that prevents them from rubbing against each other and defacing them if there's a possibility. And you, of course, get some batting, paper batting in there. I wanted to go ahead and feature this real quick for those of you that are interested. I thought this was really cute. I bought these for the grandchild that I don't even have yet. Baby Liberty. You got a little set of sheep there. You got Made in the USA with an eagle carrying the baby in place of the stork. You get these little baby spoons, and when you go ahead and look at them, they're pretty cute. We got Baby Liberty USA. Little stars and the bees there. So I think that's pretty awesome. So let's take a look at the Betsy Ross. Now, in order to buy the 12-piece set like we've got, or the service for 12 I should say, it's the 65-piece set, service for 12. And you're going to get the corresponding steak knives, so you'll need 12 of those. If you want to do what we did, you're looking at a commitment of north of $600. So actually, realistically, I think we'd be in about the $700 range, not including the baby spoons, of course, but you don't have to get that. My wife and I very strongly considered the Annapolis set, which is in the lowest tier set. And for the 65-piece, you get a lot for that. I think it's $180 that you have to pay. You get a lot, and when I ended up calling the Liberty Tabletop number, and it's all in Sherrill. I mean, the company's literally run by 35 people, so you get a very intimate access to the employees, and they're all there to help you out. They said that the United States military purchases the Annapolis set for their various bases here and abroad, and the replacement sets therein that they need. So people like it, obviously, and if the military likes it, hey, it's all, they all exemplify the same strength properties anyways. They're just different. They offer different features as you go up in the tiers. But we very, very strongly considered that one. We thought it was beautiful, just as we felt that the Betsy Ross set was beautiful. So, this is not me bragging saying, oh, we got the Betsy Ross, we got the second most expensive one. No, that's not it at all. We figured, hey, we're doing this, why the hell not? So, let's go ahead and show you the steak knife. Look at that. And I am telling you right now that holding this thing, it's like holding a piece of silk. Very nice. Go ahead, zoom in. Take a look at that. When was the last time you saw that on your flatware? USA? Whoa. That's almost like a weird situation. Go ahead and set that there. Not too remarkable differences with the standard dinner knife. Obviously there's serration here. It's pretty low aggressive, to be perfectly frank with you. The steak knife, I believe in the different sets, it has a different shape and a different philosophy for the different sets, if my memory serves me right. So you can get ones with a little bit more aggressive pointing, but the serration is about the same, at least from what we viewed. We got ourselves a salad fork, and I'll just go ahead and show the stamping on this, and then we'll just kind of zoom along with what's going on here. That is, if my camera would care to focus. Are we going to focus or what, guy? I guess not. Oh, there we go. So we've got Sherrill, 18% chromium, 10% nickel in the alloy, stainless steel alloy. Made in the USA. You get yourself a dinner fork, a bit bigger. And one of the things that I will tell you is that depending upon what tier you purchase, it's going to tell you flat out that the pattern for the flatware may be a little bit bigger than what you're traditionally used to. So there's that to consider if that's important to you. It's kind of hearkening back to the older times. So here's our place spoon. Here's our teaspoon, little guy. Just nice. It just feels nice. A very nice weight to it. It's not like you're lifting up a 10-pound bar. I know some people, I've got friends that are like that too, that they say, man, when I'm picking up that fork, I want to feel like I'm working out. Not quite literally like that, but you get what I'm saying. Some people want something with significant heft. I would say that these are kind of in the middle of the road as far as their weight is concerned. The knives in this tier feature a hollow handle. It's not a solid forged piece like you would find, for example, in the Annapolis. All of the knives in that set are a solid piece of forged metal. So some people like the hollow handles, some don't. It just depends upon your personal preference. I seem to like them. So what else we got? With the 65-piece set, you also get the pierced serving spoon. You get a big serving spoon without the piercing. You also get a cold meat fork. Let's put that up here. And you get a little sugar spoon. And finally, a butter knife. The nice thing about this brand is that should you need more pieces, say for example you lost your butter knife or lost one, you don't have to go as you would with some other brands to the store and buy a whole new set to get that one piece. You can just call them up, boom, it's over, you've got it. And I find that awesome because, you know, hey, stuff happens, and I'm not gonna lie, I've lost a few of my wife's spoons before. Much to my wife's dismay. So it gives guys like me an opportunity to make amends for the wrong that I have done. And so you can get 65 piece set, you can get the 40 some odd piece sets, 20 piece set. Going down the line, the company is very accommodating. Interestingly, when I was giving them a call, I asked them if I could have the dimensional specifications for this particular pattern in the Annapolis set, and they were more than accommodating for that, giving me weight, dimensions, etc. for each piece. For somebody that used to be a chemist and a metallurgist, this is like, you know, chemistry porn, you know what I mean? I thought it was awesome. And that customer service and that willingness to help is what brought us to decide to work with these people. So we'll go over one more thing. This is what you get when you open up your package. You get a little thank you note. It says, thank you for your purchase of 100% made in the USA flatware. If you have any questions or comments, please contact us using the phone numbers or email address below. Very good. And shoot, they're including everything. Why not get a green card? No, it's not a slip to work in America. It says, we have included this green card with your flatware so that you will know how Liberty Tabletop is committed to common sense and eco-friendly manufacturing processes. 1. You may notice some minor residual black compound or light residue on your flatware. That's because we use safe detergents and hand wipe our product one by one before packing them. The black compound is a buffing paste and any light residue is cornstarch. The buffing paste uses the same abrasives as you will find in toothpaste. Many of our competitors wash their flatware in trichloroethylene. And, oh man, that's a bad chemical. Do your own research on that one. Which pollutes groundwater and is a known carcinogen. 2. All of the stainless steel used in your flatware is manufactured in the United States and most commonly comes from recycled content. We require certified chemical analysis from our suppliers to ensure that all raw materials are 100% safe. We do not use substitute cheap steel, only 18% chromium and 10% nickel stainless steel alloy will do. 3. Sherrill Manufacturing's plant is powered by a hydroelectric plant in Niagara Falls. Inexpensive renewable energy. It was used to make your flatware set. Enjoy your purchase. And enjoy it we shall. We're very, very grateful for this set. Thank you very much. For the folks that are working hard in Sherrill, New York, I would certainly endorse this brand just by feel. Holy crap. It's nice. One caveat I will say, and this is something if anybody from the brand is ever going to watch this, I'm going to send them the link, you know, just to help them out, show my appreciation, but to also offer this one small criticism. So we have a 65 piece big set, and we've got the 12 steak knives on top of that, and the little baby spoons, which are negligible in weight. But everything was shipped in a medium flat rate priority mail box, which is very nice. Thank you for sending everything all at once. However, my criticism is that with the weight of the contents, it's the packaging, as in the USPS flat rate box, isn't necessarily up to the job. When we opened our box, or I should say we received our box, it was blown open in part, and that ultimately destroyed one of the packages inside. It didn't damage the contents, but if I could offer you any advice, it's that if your customers are purchasing sets in any appreciable quantity or weight, please be aware of the fact that you may want to seek an alternative avenue when it comes to your packaging. But other than that, everything's been great. Customer service has been extraordinarily helpful. The price may be high for this set, but we feel very, very satisfied with what we've got. And again, explore any level of the tiers that you like in terms of the pattern and the price. And you know what? I think that for what you're going to get for that little bit more that you may spend, or hell, for the for the bit that you may save versus the foreign-made competitor, I think you're going to be damn happy. So that's Liberty Tabletop, guys. Look forward to this video and others like it coming in the future, featuring 100% American-made products. Thanks a lot.